How cold is it? Oh, never mind.
Well, hello, my friend.
Well, good morning. How are you?
You're better than I am. I can tell you that right now.
Okay, but
Complaining it's cold
it's
out.
only 60 degrees here.
Wah wah. It's colder here.
It is. How
And I
cold is
won't. I don't know. Actually, I should probably check, but I won't turn on my heat.
Oh,
You
no,
can
give
see
you one
your
of
breath
those.
in my house. I don't know what our outside temperature is right now. I did see the fact that we saw our last sunset after 6 p.m. until March, and I was like,
Ouch.
oh, it's awful.
Well, one of the interesting things, I'm in Florida, that the sun doesn't come up until like 7:30, 7:35. It's weird.
50 here.
50. Oh, okay.
It's not warm.
No, no. It may be 60 here, but I'm wearing shorts because I'm in Florida. Dang it.
How long are you going to hold out with your shorts? You're not going to wear shorts when you get home, though, right?
Oh, no. Oh, no. This is the last. All the summer clothes are packed except what we took to Florida. And then this will top the box, and the box goes down in the basement.
So, talk about your time down there.
Well, we're having a great time. We started at staying with some friends in Longboat Key, which is a completely different world, a completely different universe. You don't. You're in a bubble. The world could end, and as long as you could, sit on the balcony of your condo and look out at the ocean and see the pool that goes with your complex, you're fine.
It's honestly not a bad living down there. We were there for exactly a day and a half, and it was pretty magical. But you are right. They don't subscribe to the world.
No, no.
Like,
And
uncheck. We don't
yes,
take it.
great
No
restaurants,
thanks.
shops, all kinds of places where you could spend your money and do things. And you're right, they just checked off world. No,
No, not interested. We don't
no.
need that. That's
Oh, yeah,
stressful.
yeah. Which explains why I think some of the weird stuff that happens in Florida because the people just aren't part of this world.
Hmm. It's
I
true.
didn't hear about any really weird crimes, and I was watching for them. Then again, I was in Longboat Key, and there's no news, so
You'd never hear the crazy crimes are not usually from the Keys. Those
no,
people barely have phones.
no,
It's usually like centralized Florida where no one has a coast. That's
right.
where the problems are.
Yeah, but not down there though. No.
Like Lake City and stuff like that, where they're
Yeah.
just in the middle and they don't know what to
Dade,
do.
like Dade County.
Yeah, only in Dade. I'm telling you, you're missing out if you're not following them on social media. Great
Yeah, I'm
times
gonna
on
do that.
social.
Yeah, yeah, in various
So
other
you've
parts of Florida.
Yeah, so you've been in Florida now for almost a week, right?
We came down Thursday.
Yeah. You've migrated though.
Yeah, we migrated. Yeah, and
you had dinner
now we're up in Clearwater in the Tampa area, and it's a bit more of the real world here. But it's I'm sure people are going to be wearing long pants and jackets and sweaters and
because it's 60.
Because it's 60. Yeah, I think it's going to get all the way up to 69.
I love it.
Yep, I'm going to sit by the pool.
Well, good for you.
Well, I didn't spend all this money not to.
That's true. That is true. You had dinner with one of our good listeners, Julie.
Yes, Julie and Andy. I don't know if Julie's hopped on yet. I can't see who's on. So, but she said she was going to hop on. She's been listeners from the listeners, viewers, whatever from pretty much from the beginning. Really, really nice people.
Awesome.
So happy to see them.
Good morning, Dan and Amy and Megan. Thank you guys all for checking in this morning. Yeah, it's one of those weird months where I keep forgetting that there's a whole extra week to October.
Yes.
So we're doing our trivia last night, and I'm like, next week, everybody, make sure you wear your costumes. And I was like, oh, wait, there's a whole extra week. But definitely wear your costume. I've been dressing in costumes since October 1.
Mm-hmm. Well, are you allowing costumes at your events?
I always allow costume at my events. You wear what you want to wear at my events. You can wear your shorts. You can wear your flip-flops until December. I don't care. You want to trudge around in the snow in your Jesus joggers, you go right ahead.
Yep. Okay, so you don't worry about offending anybody. Well, obviously not.
Hank, do you not know me?
I know. I'm sorry. That was silly of me.
Our friend Lynn is checking in. Lynn, you made me so hungry. She grabbed herself some of clams that were Ipswich clams and did a little fried clams the other day. And I'm like, those look lovely.
Yeah, there's some really cool stuff right now on Cape Cod Dining at Home and everywhere else. People are really stepping up their game.
Yeah, if you're struggling in the food department or you're just bored of everything that you make, I definitely suggest that you follow Mari's group, Cape Cod Dining at Home and everywhere else, because there's always some good little contests that they're running. Whoever made that little soup in a pumpkin, that looked beautiful. I wouldn't even want to eat that. It looked too pretty to eat.
Yep. No, some really, really creative people. And like I said, the dishes seem to have they were great all along, but they're even greater right now.
You said dishes, and I just automatically cringed because I always have 2 sinks full of them at all times, no matter how many times I do them a day. You meant dishes, like side dishes.
Food on them, not dishes in the sink.
I have teenagers,
children, by the way.
Oh God! Well, we had homecoming over the weekend, and then my older daughter just got her first car.
Excellent.
Like one that she financed and did all on her own, went and got it, signed all the papers, got her first insurance policy, like actually grown up in. So that's kind of nice. I know. We're getting there.
Getting there.
I know. Oh,
you'll be able to retire someday. Although I got to say, I was looking at the pictures of homecoming. Lily didn't look especially happy.
No.
Or is that just her mood?
No, that was her mood because her brother was irritating her.
Oh, okay.
And also, we didn't put those pictures online. She said I couldn't.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. You have to excuse me for a moment. Mari went for coffee and the door's locked.
Oh. While Hank is locking his wife out, I got to thank our sponsors, Habitat for Humanity. They've got an amazing build that they just unveiled in Sandwich. And also, they are going to be doing a fundraiser over at Knockabout. And that is happening this Sunday from 11 to 2. You can come on by Knockabout, grab a beer or a seltzer, support Habitat for Humanity. And don't forget, they have professional builders that will come in. So if you're doing a remodel and you're getting rid of your cabinets or you're getting rid of certain appliances that you're just going to be replacing, and if they're in working order still, Habitat will come in and take them off the wall. They will do the demo for you. And then they're going to go into 100%. They'll do the demo for you and then take it to their resale store and then make some money so that they can build more houses for Habitat for Humanity. So it's a really amazing service that they do. And they've got 2 stores. Their Restore in Falmouth and also in South Yarmouth. Find them online, Habitat for Humanity, capecod.com, .org rather. And then you can go online and just follow them there and see what they've got in their restores because they've always got something good. Thank you, Habitat. How's your
Sorry,
coffee?
Dunce, I got a Starbucks this morning.
Hey, well, you have got to do what you've got to do when you
That's right.
are stuck in a hotel. I can
That's
talk
right.
to you about
I know.
hotel coffee being
With the bay
gross.
on one side and the ocean on the other. I know. Hey, Mari and Megan went to that paranormal thing
Yep.
Friday night in Sandwich.
Mariana.
I mean
Well,
Mariana.
yeah.
Mariana and Megan.
Yep.
Where the paranormal guy came and went to the Hoxie house. First time anybody's looked for ghosts apparently in the Hoxie house.
Yep.
And apparently they found evidence
Oh.
of ghosts, and people had headphones on and they were asking the ghost questions, and the questions had, and the ghosts had answers. And then they went over to the wing school, which people have said for years was haunted.
Yep.
And it got so creepy that Mariana finally said, I got to get out of here.
Was she tapped out?
She was tapped out. And Megan had a chair. Megan went to the wing school. She went up to her old 6th grade classroom, and she took a picture of it, and she said it was like the place was haunted.
Oh, I bet. Something about abandoned buildings that used to be full of
Yeah.
people already give you that creepy vibe anyway.
Yeah. And imagine all the ghosts of old teachers wandering the halls, and particularly the old part of the wing school, which is historic, which way back when was, every grade in Sandwich, you went to that building. And I think that's one of the reasons why they haven't been able to figure out what to do with that property, because I don't think they can tear down the old wing school, because
Yeah.
it's been there since 18 something or other.
Yeah, there's so
more.
much history. It's like they just got to let it seep back into the earth or figure out what they're going to do. But
Yep.
that's pretty cool. I can't believe Mariana tapped out.
Yeah, she
must have
did.
been really
Megan
scary.
said it got to the point where it just got a little too much, a little too dark, a little too weird, and
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it was well attended. I mean, it sounded really exciting, and had I had a free day, I would have definitely have done
Oh
that.
yeah, oh yeah. I would
was
love to have
excited.
gone, but hey, I was in Florida.
Yeah, well, okay. It's your turn, I guess, Hank.
I guess I know you were but
I
you
was
were
not
hobnobbing
enjoying
with Hoy
myself.
Bloy. I don't think Wycliffe Jean is going to be showing up over the
It's
next
his
couple of days.
birthday today. Wyclef Jean's birthday. He's
Wyclef
54 today.
Oh, okay. That's how you say it, Wycliffe John. What? How'd you say it?
Wyclef Jean.
Wycliffe John. Okay.
It's
Not
French.
Wycliffe Jean. I guess that's the way a white guy would say it.
You're right. You're pretty fly for a white guy, Hank. It's all good.
That, by the way, is why Louis Armstrong always called himself Louis Armstrong.
Why?
He insisted that it be Louis Armstrong because the white guys called him Louis. And that's where that came from.
I
But he
didn't
said,
know
my
that.
name is Louis Armstrong, not Louis. But everybody called the white guys. He said, called him Louis.
Oh, well, then that's what it was, and that's why he changed it, or he just allowed it, even though his name is Louis.
Right, he allowed it.
He's like,
You
I
know.
guess it'll be what it is. Good
Yes.
morning, Serafina.
Hey,
Dan
Sarah.
Chase, the Facebook group is called Cape Cod Dining at Home and Everywhere Else, or anywhere else.
Anywhere else or everywhere else, Mary? She's got to look.
That's awesome. So our question of the day today is, are you a spender
Anywhere else.
anywhere else? All right. So the question of the day today is, are you a spender or a saver? And I've been having particular anxiety with this situation. I'm definitely a saver, and my husband is definitely a spender.
I was going to say.
And
Yeah.
I know you have to spend things. I know that there are tools that you need for your business, but even still, I have this like anxiety. And I don't know whether it's because my parents were immigrants or whether I was just raised with like the value of a dollar, or
Mhm.
I've never been an entrepreneur. So it's really hard for me to spend money on things that I know I need. I will
Right.
have holes in things and I'm like, it still works. I'm fine.
Yeah,
And when you
Oh,
get the
that's
new
me.
thing, it's treasured and loved.
that's me. I have a sweater that I've probably had for 20 plus years that I wear during the winter. It's a Mr. Rogers kind of cardigan sweater.
I love it.
Yeah, I wear it all the time. Should I throw it out? Yeah, is there a hole in it? Yeah, or two or three. But I
But
like
it's
them.
comfortable, and
It's
you know what?
comfortable.
It serves its purpose.
That's right. That's right. Keeps me warm, and doesn't make any difference if I spill anything on it because other stuff is spilled on it already. So who cares?
I just had this weekend where we upgraded our phones. I didn't feel like I needed an upgraded phone. My husband smashed his phone when we were in Florida.
How did you do that?
S He just it dropped and it just shattered. I've never
Oh,
seen
okay.
anything like it. I looked over and I'm like, Seriously? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, just what we
Check it
need. New
out.
phones.
Seriously though. So then we were not only switching over, we were switching over to new services.
Hmm.
So that was super fun. And the issue that you went through when you went to Hyannis and that, like all the tedium of
Yes.
making sure things work properly. And I'm like, I just got a new phone. I don't want to transfer it. Then I got to put all my passwords in. I just
Right.
went through this.
But
I
Cliff,
will say
but Cliff probably understood what the phone techie guys were doing.
it didn't keep him not in that store for almost 3 hours. I went grocery shopping. I got the kids new winter clothes, and Cody got a haircut. What else did I do? All while he was transferring over two phones. I'm like, there's got to be a better way. It must be
Right.
easier somewhere.
You would think after all these years, you should be able to scan it or something, and
And
it
I'm
would.
not impatient, but God, I just did not want to do this task on a Sunday after I've had a full week of events and I was just not there for it.
Yeah, just
So
wanted
I
to
was
go
like,
home and yeah, you just wanted to go home and watch the Patriots.
no.
No,
Well, you can talk about them because
no, that's
I
pretty
can't even
much over.
stomach them.
I think watching the Patriots is pretty much over.
I can't even stomach it. My son had to do some raffle tickets
Hmm.
for Mashpee football.
Yeah,
And it was Patriot tickets, and they're like 20 bucks a ticket. You got to raffle these off. But then I saw that it was against the Chiefs. So I was like, okay, we can spin this.
right, right. But other
Taylor
than that,
Swift might
no.
show up. We get to
Right.
see Chris Kelsey, maybe.
Yeah,
So
I know. Oh,
thankfully, friends of ours bought
the
them.
days of you not scheduling events because geez, that's when the Patriots are on. That's over. You can go do what you want now.
Honestly,
I'm
I
very
really was
sad.
worried. I was very worried at the beginning of the season how this was going to go. And I'm like, oh, we got a lot of Patriots overlap. And now I'm like, I
Yeah,
don't think
nobody cares.
anybody cares.
Nope, nobody cares. I mean, I watched the game. I just watched the scores on my phone when I didn't look for the. I looked for the game on TV. It wasn't on. I wasn't upset, and we'll see the scores.
And
Oh
you're a
well, they're
sports
losing.
guy.
I know. I know. It means nothing. It just I can't believe it. I
I
can't
did
believe it.
I did see that Dolly was just tapped to do the halftime at the Thanksgiving game.
Oh really?
Commanders and Cowboys. Has
Uh,
Dolly ever done anything with the
I don't.
NFL?
I don't know. It's an interesting question. I can't remember her doing anything.
No.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
Is she like, oh, Taylor Swift's now in the NFL. I can do something in the NFL.
Right. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey, they were out holding hands the other night.
Well, they did do Saturday Night Live. They just kind of popped on.
Oh, they did?
They went to Saturday Night Live, and then all of a sudden he was doing an extra piece in the SNL, and then all of a sudden she's introducing the musical guest. I was like, must be nice to have friends that spare
Right.
no expense. It's like, hey, I'm hosting the show. You want to come in and introduce the guest? And they're like, okay.
Now, see, I didn't know that because I was in Longboat Key and there's no news.
Ah, that's kind of nice.
Nothing happens.
Well, it was his bye week, and I think that they went to the Jets game to support his brother.
Oh, okay. So I guess
Um,
they are serious then.
yeah, they're dating.
Yep.
And here we are. I'm like trying to go 5 minutes without talking about Taylor Swift, but we
I
can't not.
can't do it. And then how much money did she make off showing the movie this weekend?
Over $100 million.
Yeah.
Like setting new records, like beating Barbie's pre-sale, which is kind
Yeah.
of crazy to me.
But I guess some of the theater operators were upset because the ticket price was mandated.
Yeah.
But it got people into the theaters, and I can't see a theater operator saying, "No, I don't want anybody here."
Well, if they're
People
small,
haven't come back.
yeah. Yeah. No, it was just insane. It's just another thing, just another check off of her box of awesomeness. I'm not
Yeah.
mad at her. Go ahead, make your money. Good for you.
Now, how old is she? I know that's a stupid question, but
Uh,
how old is she?
is she 30?
Oh, jeez.
I don't even know if she's
I don't
30
know.
yet. Yeah, 33.
33. So what does she do when she's like, did you see Madonna started her tour?
I know. I have tickets to that Bleep show in January with my girlfriend Nina.
I saw a little clip of it, and I was like, oh my God.
And I'm here for it. My friend has been taunting me, sending me the Madonna photos. I'm like, I know what I bought. I know what I'm in for.
Yeah. Yeah.
If she even makes it to January. What did she do? Like 15 dates and was like, I'm tired. I'm sick. She
Can't do
did
this.
say she almost thought she was going to die. Hi,
Right.
Michael. Thanks for joining us this morning. She was talking about it actually candidly. Danielle says, I was never a Swiftie per se, but the movie was wonderful. So creative, artistic, and she won her over.
Oh, good.
And Chase says, did I hear what she pays her road crew? I need to work for her. I think we all need a little Taylor Swift in our life.
Yeah. Oh, no, she's really generous to the people who work for her.
Of course she is. She knows.
Oh, yeah. And
Good morning, Mary.
She must have a huge road crew. I mean, to put on a kind of show like that, it's got to be.
Yeah.
I have no idea, but it's got to be immense.
Our friend Megan says, I'm just hemorrhaging money with these kids. I'm like, I know. I think we all are at this point. The economy's not great right now, and I don't know what the hell is going to happen right now. It's a little bit scary. So we shall see what's happening in the world.
Yeah.
But when Taylor Swift is going to be making all the money, somebody get a job with Taylor.
Right.
What does she need? I'll hold anything for her. What does she need?
Right.
I'll hold that for you.
Whatever.
I've got very little.
To talk about what's going on in the world, not to be a downer, but we do have a realtor friend in Israel.
It's awful.
He has been. He's in Haifa, which is more up north, but he's been posting videos every day to let his friends back in the States know what's going on. And one of the things that I didn't know was that every Israeli home, and they really don't have houses; they more live in apartments, has a shelter room,
a safe room,
a safe room, where they, reinforced walls and they put supplies in there. And if there were windows that face outside, they, put, protective bars and everything on it. And that's where they go. And one day, I forget, just a couple of days ago, he posted something. We've been told to go to our safe rooms because they thought something was going to happen up in Haifa. But it's just awful. I can't imagine living in that situation on either side. I mean, there are a lot of innocent people being killed on both sides of this equation.
Yeah, it is terrifying. I sat and listened to a little bit of the NPR coverage of it over the weekend, and I had to shut it off. It was truly upsetting, and I my heart goes out to everyone over there with everything's going on. I mean, we don't really know what's happening, and I can just imagine that it's way worse than what we're being told.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
So,
I'm sure it is. I'm sure that the press is being restrained. Constrained or using their better judgment. And even when there are stories, you always hear those words, the following images and stories may be upsetting.
Well, that was the scary part where they were urging, Hamas was urging everyone that they actually gave a warning to get your children off of social media because there's going to be a lot that they don't want to see. So I was like, that's weird, but also, okay. So there are a lot of, I just keep kind of checking in with my teens. Like, check, what are you watching? What are you consuming? Anything you want to talk about? Just because we don't know. Some crazy person can put one thing on TikTok and my children believe it's real. So
Of course. And we all know about crazy people putting stuff on TikTok or county news pages or whatever.
Well, we can talk about that because if you know Hank and I, we love our sandwich police blotter when they share us the news. And most of the time we only talk about the funny stuff. I mean, there's obviously the other side of law enforcement, which is the not so fun side. Yeah. But silly stuff like this that can actually turn a little bit crazy. And I definitely wanted to talk about where officers had to perform a wellness check on one of the school administrators because of a road rage incident. It was an angry driver, thought it was a good idea to tailgate and follow a motorist all the way home after he was not allowed to merge into traffic. And so the guy who was followed was unable to get a license plate number, happened to be one of the school administrators, and was like, like, I'm afraid.
Yes.
So I had an incident last week when I'm driving lemons and I'm driving my little Lemonade-O car around. And you know what a bleep show it is right now in Mashpee with all the road construction.
Yes.
So it was like right by Christ the King. And so it's like sort of 2 lanes, but not 2 lanes. And then the barrels are in the way. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm just taking a right. Maybe I can go around and go this way. So the guy in front of me was not pleased with my traffic maneuver and then flipped me the bird, like angrily flipped it. And I just waved.
That's all you can do.
But then because I waved, he did it again. And it was angrier. And I'm one of those people that put my directional on well in advance of where I'm going. So, you know, there's the brand new stop sign that everybody was complaining about on the Mashpee message. So I stop at the brand new stop sign, get another bird. I'm like, wow, we're 3. This is 3. He's really mad.
Wow.
I respond with another wave. Hey. So we take another right. I'm like, oh, now he's slowing down and changing where he's going to go where I'm going.
Oh, no.
And he's in front of me. So he's like angrily watching me, flipping me off. He cannot be watching the road in front of him that well.
No. Wow.
And I'm just going like 15 miles an hour behind him going.
Hi. I'm Stephanie in the morning.
Hi. I couldn't help it. So I'm pulling into Rockland Trust, and I waited to put my directional on this time. I waited because he pulled into there too. That's it. Danielle said Stephanie doing community service, angering one citizen at a time. So we pull into the bank, and my husband's like, maybe you should come inside with me. And I'm like, why? I'm not afraid of that guy. We're in a resident. I'm in front of a bank. There are cameras all over us. Right. And he's like, this guy is crazy. I don't want to leave you out here alone. People are insane. I'm like, I'm going to be fine. You can go into the bank and do your banking. I'll just sit here. I said, I welcome him having a conversation with me. I want to know why he was so angry. Right. No, he drove into the neighborhood and then drove out of the neighborhood and then just like slowed by the bank.
Right. Wow.
Have you
Nothing
ever
else to do that day?
Right? I don't know what I did, but honestly, I didn't cut him off. I did nothing to anger him. I don't know if my lemon made him mad, if I personally, one of my trivia answers he didn't get. Did I slight him at trivia? Did he lose a bingo? Did he not win on a scratch ticket? I was trying to figure out his face.
You know, he wasn't the 14th caller 10 years ago.
Was he joking? Right? Exactly. This is 25 years I could have angered him over, Hank. I don't know what I did.
Right.
He's been waiting for this moment to get close enough to me to be mad at me. I don't know. I don't know what I did, but I welcomed the conversation. And my husband's like, please, people are insane this day and age. Do not put yourself in a situation like that. Dan, it was the lemon. It was the lemon.
It was lemon, right. Hey, does Cliff have his car back yet?
This week.
Oh, okay.
This week, we still have the rent-a-car. Although, you know what? I was riding around in his car, and it was a car I kind of had wanted all of my life. And while I was driving around it, I was like, ugh, it's clunky. I don't like it.
Oh, good.
So I crossed that one off. Serafina said I had a friend who used to give a really enthusiastic thumbs up rather than the bird in traffic. It confused the crap out of people.
I can imagine it would. You cut me off. Good job.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but honestly, I definitely didn't help my situation. I was like emphatically waving at him. I got 4 birds and a slowed down. So yeah, be careful who you anger. I definitely didn't call the sandwich police for help though. So.
Okay.
Or the Mashpee police. There was
Right.
also another Sandwich police incident where someone called to complain that there was dog excrement on the line in between their homes.
Uh,
And then the police sent the dog officer out there because they said they understand these matters better than they do.
oh, some of the things you see on the blog between neighbors, the stupid stuff.
It totally was. It was a neighbor dispute that was ongoing, but it
Yeah.
made me sad that we had two town officers that had to walk the perimeter of these two properties looking for excrement that was not there, mind you. It was not even there.
Not even there. Oh boy.
Yep.
They got nothing better to do.
No. Stop fighting with your neighbor. That's ridiculous.
Right.
Go clean it up.
Right.
And it wasn't even there, so I don't even know what to say about that. It's just ridiculous.
And if you don't like where you're living, we can certainly recommend a couple of good ones.
We know people.
We know people. Would
Make
love
your
to
move
help
with
you.
Mari. So we do have Halloween coming up. Candy out of the wazoo, and apparently M&M is offering to rescue people if your candy bucket gets low. There's like an 800 number, kind of like the turkey number from Butterball.
Really?
If you are running low on supplies, to call
Yeah.
them for candy, and they will be there within an hour.
How are they doing that?
I don't know. We don't even have trick or treaters anymore. I
Yeah,
have to
well, we
give
know where
things
we are,
away.
so.
I know. I tried to make it like fun and exciting over there. No, the whole basket of candy was still there. There wasn't even one jerk teenager that stole all the candy. There was nothing.
Nothing.
I was disappointed.
Yeah.
So I don't have to worry about
You would
that.
think that would be a good street because there are a couple side streets and the main drag there. And I mean, I don't know why they don't have trick or treating where we are.
Oh yeah.
Use the community center, and have people come in, and I mean that's one of the things they do to amuse old folks. Have kids come by in costumes, and, give out candy and stuff. And I don't know why they don't do that, but
well, because they yell at people to slow down in the villages over where you live. So
that's true. That's true.
oh, Dan Chase said he said they were mad that I didn't play Casey and JoJo when I was on 96.3 The Rose. Yeah, Serafina, you have a tough neighborhood too to have a trick or treater. It's kind of a little bit spaced out. We used to have a ton of trick or treaters in our neighborhood, but the trunk or treats pretty much across 151.
Yeah.
So that's fine by me. They can all go over there.
When we lived in Canterbury Estates, it was great because it was really an enclosed neighborhood.
Yeah.
And we had, I mean, there were good years and bad years, but there were always kids around and always kids trick-or-treating and parents dropping off kids and coming back in an hour and all of that. And it was great. But I think you're right. The trunk or treat has kind of put a little bit of a dent in that.
It's fine. And you know what? It's safe for them and they can all go over there. And the only problem is I still buy candy. Like I have 300 trick-or-treaters and then I sit there with the little candy bars. And then I have this conversation with myself that if I have 2 little candy bars, it's way less than having 1 whole candy bar. And then here I am 17 candy bars later and it's a problem. There's Julie checking in with us. Hi, Julie.
Hey, Julie. Good to see you guys last night.
Yeah, Kelly, send the kids over to get my candy and save me for myself. Thank you. I appreciate that. Good morning, Sam. Thanks for checking in with us. It's Hank from Florida. I'm here in Mashpee holding down the fort.
Mm-hmm. I've been counting down this week, and unfortunately, I won't be able to finish it because I'm traveling Friday, so people are going to have to wait till Monday. I've been counting down this week the 20 most annoying and or irritating songs of all time.
Wow. Lucky us.
Haven't been playing them, just mentioning them.
Oh,
because
perfect.
I think mentioning is just enough that you're gonna know what it is.
Okay.
Everything from Steve Miller, some I understood, some I didn't. Like I didn't understand Steve Miller's The Joker.
Why?
I don't know. It was on the list. From what's the website? mentalfloss.com.
Okay.
But then there was, Disco Duck, Mambo Number 5. I know I'm ruining your mornings. Who Let the Dog Out?
They're all bad songs, but we like them.
Right. Cher's Believe. I wasn't sure about that one. There were some really obnoxious ones and some ones probably the one that stands out to me most as being, gee, I don't know about that, was Steve Miller's The Joker.
Oh, see, and I like that one. Is
Yeah, I do too.
Convoy on the list? Serafina was asking.
Is what?
Convoy on the list? I don't know that
No.
one.
Oh, sure. Um, the radio thing. Breaker, breaker, 911.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it on the list?
No.
It
You know
didn't
what is
make the
often
list.
on those lists and isn't is Copacabana, which we do play on Lemonade.
I have deleted it 6 times. I don't know how many versions of Copacabana are on there, but it won't leave. It's like the ghost in the system. But I cannot stand Barry Manilow, and Barry Manilow keeps coming for me.
Well, but it's the acoustic version.
Dan Chase asked if Livin' La Vida Loca is in there.
No.
Afternoon Delight.
Although it should be. Oh, but Mari said Afternoon Delight.
Afternoon Delight.
I'm pretty sure there's a song from Captain and Tennille in there.
Yes.
I don't remember which one, but
we used to have a feature when I was on the Rose called Bad Song Friday, and those were all definitely on the list.
yeah.
And we would play them and sing along to them. It was terrible.
I mean, but Disco Duck can ruin your day.
I mean, there are a lot of annoying songs. I tend to embrace the real annoying ones. It's the ones like Hotel California that I never Hotel California and the Pina Colada song that
It's an annoying one.
I never escape. The Pina Colada song, Rupert Holmes. I've heard the maximum amount of times and I don't need to hear it ever again. Just like Hotel California. I've heard it. It's like 10 minutes long. I don't need to hear that in a morning span when I've got, very little bits of time.
Yeah.
I never need to hear it. I don't.
Yeah. And Hotel California just goes, you're right. Hotel California is a classic, but it can also
great.
be, it's great, but you're right. It could be really irritating too.
Like 1 minute of it.
Yeah.
Can we
Just the
truncate
introduction
this?
is 1 minute.
Right. I know. Like just welcome to the Hotel California. That's great. Love that song. Mix is great with other songs. Mix it in.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Speaking of Steve Miller, by the way, he's opening for the Eagles because Donald Fagen got sick and Steely Dan had to step back.
I mean, they're not really engaged in doing much else. They are retired. So back in the day, you'd be like, wow, how do you replace that artist with this artist? But now since they're all aged and they're kind of just kicking around like, hey, I'm still alive. I could play that.
Yeah, sure. I'll be there.
Julie says achy breaky heart and she will walk out of her room.
Not on the list, but a good nomination though.
Yeah, Mary O'Keefe, the AM radio version, 3 minutes long is enough. Exactly.
Yes.
Margaritaville aggravates me, but I pretend I love it when I hear it out.
Oh, no, you have to like Margaritaville now. I'm sorry.
But Jimmy Buffett has so many other great songs.
Yes.
Like that one is just not even the good one. That's not even one of my favorites.
No, I've always liked Come Monday, which was his first big hit.
Do you sing it every Monday?
Every Monday, yes. And I still have to finish that biography of him that I stopped reading because it was just so ponderous. But now I feel like I've got to go back in and try to finish it up. But it was way too much.
Yeah, you're a reader. Are you reading anything on vacation right now?
What am I reading? I'm reading. I got this trashy book to read for the summer, and I haven't finished it yet. Called Bad Summer People, and it's really just it's trash.
I like trashy beach reads.
Mari would probably be recommending it for her book club.
Mari, I'll get him for you later. Don't worry.
Okay.
I love how when you're throwing a barb at Mari, you looked over your shoulder.
Right. Well, she's over there. She's sitting outside on the balcony here watching the.
Let's throw a barb at my wife. Let me check and make sure I'm not dead yet.
Right. Now we can get in the back here where we are. This is the intercoastal waterway or whatever, and this is where the dolphins and the manatees.
Very cool.
Right through. So in theory, I know life sucks. But we can sit out here and they say we can watch the dolphins and the manatees swim right through. So
very nice.
If you wonder what we're doing today, we're just
Watching the dolphins and the
watching the
manatees.
dolphins and the manatees in our shorts at 60 degrees.
The Wellfleet Oyster Fest was over the weekend. Looked like a very, very busy event. Saturday always tends to be the frat party version, and Sunday
Yep.
tends to be the family day.
Yeah.
But there were shuckers from all over the world, actually. But I was excited. Ben Morgan of Eastham raised his arms after he finished, and he was the winner.
Yay.
I know. We had a guy from Canada that came down as our second place shucker. And third place went to a gentleman from Maine.
Oh, all right. My nephew was there with his oysters.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know you're with like his own oyster farm.
Yeah, he runs an oyster farm for somebody.
Hank, when are we not going to go over and do the oysters?
No, I know we got it. Well, this is Ross. This isn't Karsten, who we all know about.
Right.
This is Ross. We call him the international man of mystery. You never know where he is, what he's doing. Oh, he's running an oyster farm. Really?
Right. I want to go. I want to play oysters for the day.
So he and my brother-in-law were there, and they said the reports are they had a great time. But
I have a few friends that are oyster farmers. Calliope Chute out in Provincetown, and I've had the Lambton's oysters in Dennis, and also Stephanie and Jim's oysters in Dennis. And there's nothing like going to the sea and plucking one out and then just eating it right from there. It's just delicious.
Really? They got to be. I'm like an Oysters Rockefeller.
He's like, it's got to be cooked.
It's got to be cooked. I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Oh, they're so good though.
I can't do the shot of oyster.
No. Some people just can't do raw seafood. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, I kind of value my health and stomach and all of that stuff. I don't know.
Just a little bivalve, Hank. It's no big deal.
A little bivalve. Speaking of little bivalves, I don't know if people can see the photo behind me. I don't know what they're doing.
Mollusks.
But I didn't think it was appropriate for early morning radio.
Only you would find wall art inappropriate in a hotel. That's the Catholic coming out in you right there. The inappropriate, right. 2 inches. Right. Sister Mary Margaret with a ruler.
Right. Gotta. Oh, hey,
just some room for the Lord.
Speaking of which, I thought I heard it. Well, first of all, speaking of church, Father Healy is back and he's safe.
I saw that. Yes.
From Christ the King. But I thought I heard when we were praying for people who had passed away a week or so ago, Sister Faith Harding.
Oh.
And I didn't know if that was because she just recently passed or she had passed a while ago, but you know how they go through that list of names and we remember.
Yeah. Was it her birthday? Sometimes it's their birthday or just a remembrance.
Right.
Sister Faith was awesome.
Yes, she was. She was the principal at Bishop Feen High School, folks, by the way, where I taught and many other people went.
Oh, I was waiting for you to give out years.
No.
I'm kidding.
No. I won't admit the years I was there. I was there if you won't admit the years you were there.
Nope. Deal.
Right. We were just there.
We were visiting. Just visiting. Yes. Absolutely. I saw that there was a body. There was a body that was left in a car in Scussett Beach.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Sunday. So the police are saying right now there's no foul play suspected. So I don't know if someone was like beach gazing and passed in their car late Saturday night.
That'd be kind of romantic.
I guess. Like going for my last look at the beach, and that's where you just kind of keel over and go. But I just feel so bad for the people that come across these incidents where they're just like walking around and they're like,
right. They're up early in the morning walking their dog and, oh, look, hey, he's here there early. Well, no.
Yeah.
He's actually late.
I know. So I got a little concerned when I was like body, and I'm like, oh, because we don't really have crimey crime here on the Cape, if that's
No,
a
we
thing.
don't. No.
I mean, it has happened. Obviously, when it does happen, it's salacious and a huge news story just
Yep.
because we have such small communities and everything that's going on here
Yeah.
is pretty much we know everybody. So it's jarring.
Right.
So when
But
I
if you
saw a
don't know
body,
the
it was
person, you know someone who does know the person.
what 6 degrees is Kevin, 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon. What is it?
Yeah.
We all know everybody at some
Yep.
point or somebody has.
Yeah.
Mari said, that's romantic. Lucky me.
No, I meant it in kind of what a
There
way
are
to
worse ways
go.
to die.
Isn't
Exactly.
that sweet watching the sunset and you just kind of fade away.
Yeah.
As the sun goes down, you go down.
Speaking of which, that's the last time. I can't even stand it that we're not going to see the sun. We're going to see the sunset before 6 now.
Oh,
It's past 6 p.m. until March. We're going to have to wait until March.
that's
It's going to be
awful.
cold and it's going to be a long 5 months. So
Yeah.
we'll be here.
Yeah. And I'm having a hard time adjusting to the fact that sunrise here is 7:35 or something.
Yeah.
It's weird. It really is just weird. I got up the other morning. I'm going to get up early. I'm going to watch the sunrise. And I went out and, sat on the back deck and kept waiting and waiting. And it's 7:15 and it's 7:20 and it's dark as it was at midnight.
Yeah. I liked it when I was out there, though. I got up, I got my coffee, I sauntered over to the beach. I walked down the long dock. I looked what
Yeah.
time's sunrise. Okay, 7:15. I'll just sit here and wait.
Right.
Of course, it was ruined by a pile of children trying to go fishing with their family because parents don't know what to do with their kids when they're up night crawling, day crawling at 6 a.m.
Right.
Let's go to the dock and ruin everything for everybody. Then I
Right.
had some guy pick up his phone and start talking about stock tips to his broker. As I'm like, the sun is rising, like it's just starting the day.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on the dock on a beach, and you got to sit there on your phone and blather on. I feel like it was so rude.
Right. Didn't set the scene. Didn't fit right.
Leave the beach if you're going to have that conversation.
Right. Go sit in your car.
It was one of those spaces where you could not read a room. You could look around you at the people that were just kind of like starting their day quietly watching the sunrise. They had sunrise yoga over here and everybody was nice and quiet. No one was even speaking. They were
Yeah.
just moving from one flow pose to the next and they
Yeah.
were quiet. And there's this guy, well, I told him to sell, but and like no one gives a rat's you know what about
Right.
your stocks.
Nobody cares.
Oh,
Nobody cares.
it's so rude.
If you're going to work, go someplace else. This is not the place for work.
So what do you have on tap for the rest of the week in Clearwater?
Well, we're doing something different this time. We got a rental car to get us up here from Longboat Key to here, and we're turning it in today.
Oh,
So we're not going to have a car.
okay.
So there's a trolley that zips around everywhere, and the hotel has a overgrown golf cart that will take you everywhere you want to go. So we're gonna get rid of the car and we're just gonna kind of kick back and see. A lot of people say, "Oh, you don't need a car. All you need is the trolley and whatever." So we're gonna check that out. There's a park. There's a beach and a park across from where we are that we've never been to, that we've seen 152,000 times, but we've never stopped.
Well, good.
So we're going to go over there. This is still Clearwater Beach, but there are only 2 hotels here, and then
Okay.
the rest is residential. We're in the Marriott. Across the street is the Sheraton, and the rest of it is just all residential. And if you've been to Florida, they don't believe in zoning. Because there's a
bit
little
different.
Yeah, there's a little 2-bedroom, little cottage kind of thing, and next to it is 3-story Taj Mahal.
Yeah, it is weird.
It's weird. It's really weird. So we're gonna see if we can get by without a car. I personally don't think we can, but we'll see.
I think you'll be just fine. Call an Uber. You'll be fine. Well, we're looking forward to you coming back. Have a safe travel.
Thank you. Thank
We
you.
got a lot going on this week here at Lemonadio. Tonight will be a shipwrecked
Mhm.
from 7:30 to 9 for a little bit of trivia. Tomorrow, music bingo back in our 6 to 8 time slot. Also, I'm going to be over at the Sandwich Chamber having a little luncheon. Apparently, we were honored here at Lemonadio for Volunteer of the Year, so that's kind of exciting.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah,
congratulations to us.
I know, right? Look at us go. So I'll be receiving that little certificate, the
Excellent.
Merrill Award for volunteerism. Pedal
Mhm.
it forward. I'm going to be over at Centerville Florist from I think 1:30 to 3. I'll be hanging out with JT from JT's Chronicles. It is Pedal It Forward, where they give 2 bouquets of flowers for mental health awareness, one
Yeah.
for you and one
Yeah.
for you to give a complete stranger to say, here you go, have a great day.
Oh,
And
that's
these are
really nice.
I know. Kelly does this completely for free, so you can just come by and get 2
Yeah.
bouquets of flowers
You should
for
find the guy
nothing.
who's flipping you off.
Here you go. Hi.
Hi. Have a nice day.
Seriously, though. I'll bring one over to the Sandwich Police Station, too. I think that they need a little
Yeah,
love.
thank them.
Thank you for all the ridiculousness that you put up
Right,
with and
right.
all the
Thank you for
phone
the
calls.
hours of programming, hours of content you've provided us.
100%. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a good thing, and
And what
we're
are you doing
looking
this
forward
weekend?
to it. It is Halloween weekend. We've got Halloween parties. My girlfriend Eva's birthday.
It
So we're
is.
going to be celebrating that. And then we're going to be doing our Habitat for Humanity fundraiser over at Knockabout. And that is from 11 to 2. You can come by and grab a beer or a seltzer and raise some money for Habitat for Humanity and their 35th year.
Wow.
I know, right? How
Yeah,
many houses, how many people have they put roofs above?
a
It's
lot.
pretty incredible the things that they do
Yeah,
and completely volunteerism. I'm
that's
seeing
good.
Depeche Mode. Have fun with that, Lauren. I'm a little bit
Depeche Mode.
jealous.
Wow. That's cool.
You know what? I haven't even looked to see the lineup for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony that's
And when are you
happening.
going to that?
That is November 4th.
Oh, okay.
So it's a Saturday and it's in New York, so I'm not going far.
Hmm.
So I can go up, spend the night, go to the show, and then come home.
See you, brother.
I might just be staying with my brother, although it's in Brooklyn, so I don't know if I want to.
Yeah.
New
I
York is
love
annoying.
I love Brooklyn. Great restaurants. Great. It's a great neighborhood. Brooklyn in
Unfortunately,
general.
so do all the hipsters love Brooklyn also. So now
Mhm.
it's like just $20 for a beer. It used to be that fun hole in the wall where you can get a great bite to eat and see a cool
Yep.
band for a
Yep.
little bit less than you would in New York. Now it's like the it place to be. So it's
Mm-hmm.
quadrupled in price to have that it factor.
Yep. Not good.
I know. Julie says, I want to hang out with you, Stephanie. We will find time to get together, miss. It's going to happen.
She's gonna hide in our suitcase sometimes, Julie. We're gonna open it up and
Hi.
Stephanie.
Have a great day, Hank. Go enjoy the
Okay, you
manatee.
too. See you when I get back. Bye-bye.
Have better coffee. I'll talk to you soon. Bye,
shall.
everyone.
Bye,
Have a great
kids.
day.